said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Hello and welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Noles have been waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. Fielded in the end zone, it's Sexton. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the USC Trojans offense will get first crack at it today. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QB.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42. To the air on first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Well, the offense is trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass. But you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack.
Off the play fake. Finds his man. It's Salazar. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for a big play. Makes a connection. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Quarterback on the keeper. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Makes the stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
And that's just a bad job by the offense, picking up the blitz on 3rd down. You should be expecting that. And running back some tight ends in line, we've got to know. We've got to give our quarterback an opportunity to make this throw. They couldn't get it done. Now they're facing 4th down.
Dead center perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
So Florida State's offense will get the ball for the first time. This guy has all of the battle scars. He's got all of the trust of this team, David, as he has been their leader, their warhorse throughout his career.
Yeah, and we've seen him. He's been very productive. He's proven his worth in college football, but now he's taking his talents.
Breaks into the open. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibility.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Man, he's got 40. 5 yards rushing for him now. What a drive to kick off the new season. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. The give to the tailback. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
The Seminoles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To throw, it's Sperry. Gets it out quickly. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it in the 28. It's first down.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. We've got to...
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming in the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down.
Well, this offense is giving a lesson right now on how to fight through adversity, because first and second down was ugly. And they come up with that huge completion to now set up a manageable fourth down opportunity to keep this drive alive.
Holds it in the first down and more. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down, but they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
It's complete. They will score. Touchdown, Seminoles.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Sexton. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Got his man down the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
First foul. Looking at defense.
A late hit moves the ball up 15 yards. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Looking to throw on first down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. He's got the tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Trojans are on the move. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Wants to throw it. Flex it out of the air. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Trojans come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell, ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go. Hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big game, but you look up, and they're in second and short, second and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of pay dirt. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Trying to pound it in. Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll try to sneak it. Scores on the sneak.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And the point after is good. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Looking to throw, it's Sperry. Fires to the middle. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Seminoles will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They'll run the RPO and pull it right. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
That's caught. It's foul. He's run out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 26.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays, the quarterback and his unit is executing, and this defense right now, they have no answers.
Power football with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Grabbed over the middle. It's Clark. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. The catch.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Hand off from the shotgun. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. They'll send the back in motion. Snap to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Barrels ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Trojans. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I'll tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Seminoles come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. To the air, it's Sperry. Quickly to the tight end. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The give to the left side. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. He makes the grab. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Booker. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. They'll go to the ground. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football. Now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got a man. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, no!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Pittsburgh is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Dan Marino, this might not be over just yet. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Notre Dame. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. And the Trojans now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Time to take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Finds his man. It's Woodside. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. The Trojans line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And good work. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Back to pass. It's Sperry. He's got him. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referee signal for the 2-minute timeout. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the read. Keeps it. And this is blown up, going nowhere as the defense was ready for the wildcat. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up with an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Catch in the middle, it's Clark. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Zings it complete to the right. And the Trojans with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Fires to the wideout. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans!
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not opening up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
This will likely be the last play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Perfect chance for us to put the first two quarters under the microscope. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to watch this one unfold. Back to our guys in the booth.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Trojans will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Makes the catch. It's Booker. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Wants to throw. It's Sperry. What precise footwork along the sideline to get that toe down for the catch. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. He's looking to throw on third and short. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
This guy's seriously not going to go for it this close to his own end zone. I mean, he does have a punter, doesn't he? And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work.
Yeah, and down by 2 scores, and I guess you get to the point where you got to say, I'm going to go for it. We got to be aggressive. We got to make this happen. They tried to make it happen. The defense comes up big. Now, It is not looking good.
Got it in the middle with Salazar. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Caught behind the line. It's Fowler. He steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up first and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, USC! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his second touchdown of the game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. To the air, it's Berry. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Blasted as he lets it go. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
Converts on fourth down, still going. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. The Knowles headed quickly to the line. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. He's got some space. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll leave it with the lone back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Really nice discipline by that receiver against man coverage because you know that throw is going to be contested with a defender in your back pocket. He fights back to the football. He fights through contact and shows really strong hands on the catch.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
A bold decision to go for it on fourth down and one that did not pay off. They're going to open this drive with a pass. The short hands, it's Fowler. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Trojans can really attack on this 2nd and short. Running back searching for a hole. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Caught over the middle. It's Fowler.
Take the profit, right? pitch and catch. Defense in zone coverage. Receivers got some access. Just spit it out to him. Let him catch it, advance, and get what he can get.
Handoff from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over. And
pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The Trojans will send out the punt unit.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
He'll take a deep shot here. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Finds his tight end. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. It's 3rd down, and they've got to get it to the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Fowler. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Wants to throw on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, respond right back. You get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Complete to the right. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. And the Trojans have this offense rolling. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Working that left side now. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Here comes the option. Now the toss. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And the punishment has been extended.
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they wanted. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game 1, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
He'll return it. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. To the ground with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive.
Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Bringing it back. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Caught near the sticks. It's Salazar. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Finds his big tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares, problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up this 3rd down play. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. It's complete to the left. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the 1st down.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead. Guess who shows up with another big one? That one.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Now on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone.
And I want to be aggressive in these situations. When I got 2nd and goal, I want to go out and try to get that touchdown. But I do like how he...
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
How about the defense coming through when you needed it the most? They got some yards, had some success in this drive. 2nd and goal, sack. 3rd and goal, sack. Nice job by the defense, sticking with it, coming through in the clutch.
Just drives it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Sperry. Firing to the right, complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Offense gets set for 2nd down.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. He wants to throw it again. Pulls it in. It's Booker. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. And the Noles are marching down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the 4th quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there in nickel.
Open field on the right. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard to the 19 before being hauled down. The Trojans have pushed it inside the 20. The RPO, fire complete to the left. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to fire on second down. Going for 6. Touchdown, Trojans. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they've been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The Seminoles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. To the air, it's Ferry.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. From his end zone, he'll have to get rid of it. And his first throw here is incomplete.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Got room to work. They stop him well short of the marker. It's 4th down from the 27.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. OHIO. Ohio State is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout to remember. They're up by 27 over Buffalo. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create.
Gets away from one, finds room. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. The Seminoles with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll run play action. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. He'll pull it down. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Grab near the marker. It's Booker. And that is how we will wrap this one up. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. A couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off of them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day, and the rankings will reflect it when they come out.
That will put the wrap on things from here for David.